So today I want to do something a little different. We're not playing a game of Go, but we are talking about Go media, specifically Hikaru no Go. Like a lot of people, this was actually my first introduction to the game of Go, and what an introduction it was. So, technically, my first introduction was a chapter during the time when Hikaru was an Insei, but that was because I randomly bought a Shonen Jump from Food Lion, and it was just the chapter that happened to be in that Shonen Jump. And then many years later, I watched the anime, fell in love with the game, and now here I am, years after falling in love with the game, running a Go based channel. Now, I honestly recommend this series to anyone who is interested in Go, whether you watch the anime because of its amazing soundtrack, or you read the manga because the story is slightly different in the manga than it is the anime, and the manga goes on further than the anime goes. And speaking of the anime and the manga being different, that is what I wanted to talk about. How I think the manga started the series out in a bit of a better situation. So, for anyone who's watched the anime, you know that the first time Hikaru ever plays Go, it's against Akira Toya at the Go salon run by Toya's family. But in the manga, his first game is against his grandpa, which honestly, I think that makes a lot more sense just from a narrative perspective. He goes to play with his grandpa. He wants. I believe he makes a bet that if he wins, his grandpa will have to give him money. He sees his grandpa's achievements. They don't want to handicap. Hikaru, not really understanding the rules of the game, he just randomly grabs the white stones. He wants to play white. Sai can finally play the game again, and now Sai is trying to tell Hikaru how to play the game, and Hikaru is playing too slow for his grandpa's liking. So his grandpa's like, hey, once you've played the game for a little bit longer, we'll play again, because Hikaru is taking too much time counting the lines and intersections to find where Sai wants him to put the stones, which is honestly understandable. He's excited to play a game with his grandson, but his grandson just seems not to understand the game. And then we get to the next change that I want to talk about, which is the fact that before Hikaru ever plays Akira, he goes to his Go class. He tries to learn the basic rules by attending a class before he plays Akira. And I really like this. Again, it makes sense. This is honestly a better chronological timeline, in my opinion. I have this ghost that wants to play Go. My grandpa likes Go. I'll play my grandpa. Oh, my grandpa got upset because I was taking too long because I don't understand the game. Let's go take a class so I can get a better understanding for the next time I let Sai play. And then, after he goes to the Go class, after he's fought his grandpa, that is when he finally goes and meets Akira Toya. And I get the anime for wanting to swap this around. You want to introduce the rival in the first episode. You want them to have their life changing game in the first episode. It makes for a very good hook to end the episode off on. But I just feel like having him play his grandpa and then going to the class and then playing against Akira Toya is the better chronological line. And if they ever rebooted the Hikaru no Go anime, I would like them to follow the manga more closely and have it work in this direction. But let me know, do you like the way the anime did, where his first game is against Akira and then he tries to learn how? Or do you like the way the manga did, with having him play his grandpa, then the study session, then Akira Toya? Let me know in the comments below. And also, you know what? Let me know your favorite moment from Hikaru no Go. I'll probably make another video about this series at some point, but if I had to pick a favorite moment right now, I think it would have to be. Honestly, I think it has to be near the end of. Uh, yeah, I guess spoilers, but if I had to pick a favorite spot for the manga and the anime, it has to be when Asumi goes to China to study before he takes the pro exam again after having failed the year that Hikaru and Waya became pros.